Hello. Howdy. Uh-oh, something's not working. Hold on. Ah, really? Apparently my avatar's not working. This is awkward. Oh, there it is. What the hell? That was weird. Okay, for whatever reason it scrolled all the way down. Let me see, am I on the screen now? Yes, I am on the screen. Okay. Hey, good evening, Sidion. Just give me a second. Yeah, I have no idea why the heck it did that. I set everything up before. Oh! I forgot to hit the lock button. So every time I was using the mouse wheel, it was scrolling me up and down. Alright, alright, there we go. I should be in a better spot now. Actually, let me raise me up real quick. I'm just, What's VTubing without some scuff? I'm just trying to see what my maximum like height is. Okay, I get a cutoff right there. Alright, so let's lock right here then. Anyways, this right here is ARK Survival Evolved, and I got permission. I am playing on Kson on Air's fan server. I'm a massive fan of her, and I've played on her server quite a lot. So yeah, and there she is right there. I went ahead and yeah, I'm just going to be working on some base building. And those of you who have watched Kson on Air and have seen any of her streams, I go by FloridaMan on the ARK server. And yeah. So what I've been doing is I'm currently building my base up, just having fun playing ARK-itect. This is my current base. That's my greenhouse right over here. Here's a little badge, a pizza badge, just to represent my fandom for Kson. And yeah, here's the FloridaMan greenhouse. And yeah, so what we're going to be building that I want to work on is kind of a bit of a massive pin, like a walled off area for my Spinosaurus here. I'm currently flying above, and you can see right here, I spent all of last night basically laying out this foundation. Unfortunately, I do have to grind quite a bit in order to get the materials, so this stream is going to be a lot of me basically going and basically just mining stone all day. And that's basically what I just do. It's gonna be more of a chill stream. I'm not gonna go out finding random dinosaurs. I am gonna be grabbing a lot of poop though, because I need fertilizer to keep my plants healthy. In fact, let me see. My dung beetles. Okay, and my dung beetles are producing lots of fertilizer. Now, basically, those of you who don't know how the game works, is you just get poop. You give it to a dung beetle, and they'll make fertilizer for you, and they will, and it makes your plants happy. So this is if you get into like the agricultural aspects of ARK. There's also a whole breeding mechanism, and that's what I'm building a dinosaur pin. I haven't actually bred that much yet, but and I'll just store all my extra fertilizer in here for now. I mean, it wouldn't be an ARK stream without a bunch of poop. And this right here is also the DLC map for ARK Genesis 2. One of the things you get on this expansion is, for one, you have a nice helper bot you can buy materials from.
G'day, Survivor. Here's what I've got. Nothing looks good?
She's Australian, by the way. We also, for free, get an Iron Man suit, so we can just kind of fly around. And yeah, but unfortunately, with this Iron Man suit, while I can travel really fast in it, my own character is not very. It can't really carry too much stuff. Only about I leveled up to only carry about 300 pounds of weight or so, which is not much considering stone weighs like a pound each, and in order to make a foundation, a stone foundation is like 60 stone, so that's where the dinosaurs come into play. I have my... Okay, they're kind of stuck in the trees right now because trees respawned. Let me get that out of the way. So I have my Dodicurus here. Those of you who know what they do in ARK, these guys gather a buttload of stone. Right over here I have my Therizinosaurus, I think? I don't quite remember the name. Let me check. I called her Glitch City Girl because this chick was found in a really glitchy area. Therizinosaur. And they gather basically wood, berries, and lots of other weaker materials like extremely fast. And then I have my great giant Canadian Megaloceros moose here who gathers thatch for me. And just so you guys know, the ping on the server, as much as I love playing on it, is about 300 or so. Actually, let me check. Oh, no, wrong button. Okay, so right now it's currently at 132. But this game is very janky, very scuffed. And you're gonna see rubber banding quite a lot, unfortunately. That's just the nature of this game and server. And I fully expect to be disconnected at least 2 or 3 times this stream. There's also a possibility that the server will suddenly update, and then I have to, and I'll have to end the stream there, just because the developers for this game are not that great at optimization. I think we had like 4 updates the past week, and every time the game updates, it takes like 2 hours to download and install everything, because they don't. I don't really know the programming issue, but it's something like this game does not know how to be compressed. Old school gaming, yeah, fair enough. Oh yeah, so one thing I don't get about this dinosaur that I'm riding at the moment, let me show you its in quotation marks sprint ability. Okay, where the hell? What happened to my character? Where am I? Oh, there I am! Oh crap, I'm stuck. Hold on. I need to get rid of these trees over here, because they keep spawning up. Oh, there we go. My dude just pooped. Yeah, I need to get rid of these trees, because they get in the way more than, like, they help. And because my duck monster thing gathers so much wood. Oh my god, they're just pooping left and right. Because my duck monster thing just sort of gathers way too much wood. If like for example, my Therizino is like right here, she gets stuck, and the only way she can move forward is if she destroys all the trees here. But the second she destroys the trees, she's stuck because she's overweight because she got like 1,000 pounds of wood on her inventory. And yeah, that's what she's at right now, actually. Anyways, let's go ahead and start building some walls, figure out what the heck, like, just get some things going on. Now, the great thing about this game, and also the bad thing about this game, or rather, this map, is you get sprint boots. Not sure which part gives you the sprint, but even if you have, like, at the moment I have 500 pounds on me out of 300, so I'm not supposed to be able to move. My sprint boots let me kind of run, like, really fast in a way. The downside is if the server lags and I don't turn off my sprint boots, I'm just gonna keep going. And I've run into situations in which I would use it, and then after about a minute, when the game finally catches back up with me, I have way too much stats. Basically, I will find myself in a raptor nest and then get horrendously torn apart. Anyways, let's go ahead and start off with the stone walls. And I want this to be like a pathway that my Spinosaurs can kind of chill and run through. So I want to keep this kind of wide. Actually, last night when I was working on this, I was listening to Gura play RimWorld. I just thought it was interesting. Like as I was like building bases, she was talking about what was it? Doing surgery on amputating Ame's arm because it got infected by a Link's scratch. I just thought that was interesting. Anyways, so yeah, let's go ahead and put these down. Boop, boop, boop. And as you can see, that's just 9 right there, with like half an inventory of material. So this is my life in this game. I spend hours and hours just going back and forth between my dinosaurs, picking up materials, putting them down, hoping the construction system doesn't break because it has a tendency to fuck up a lot because this game is horrible, and I don't know why I still play it, but I still play it. And yeah, I don't know why I always play janky games, but there's just so much to do in this game as well. It's really really interesting. I just wish it was optimized a lot better. My older brother actually came in watching me play. For one, he was really hyped because he saw me riding on top of a platypus. This guy, and this is like a flying squirrel platypus thing. And my older brother was like, "Oh, holy crap, that's awesome!" But then the second he saw me loading the areas, the game dropped down to like 5 to 10 frames because it was trying to load the chunks. And I have a somewhat beefy PC, and after he said, "Wow, this is awesome," he said, "Oh, that's awful," and just left. Alright, let's just go ahead and surround this spot for now, and then we will kind of figure out how to build up. I kind of want this to be like a spot where these guys chill indoors. This central area is just gonna be a pathway that they for them to get into my base and out, so on and so forth. And heck was that just now? I heard start. And I'll probably have like almost like an office or something above. Kind of make use of as much of the space as I can. Another thing I'll have to do is I have to bring the electrical system into that building. I like hiding my wires underground, but this didn't go above ground, so I'm not really sure how to make it neat. I might make like a electric pole or something, kind of like a power line you see in like cities. Actually, let me go ahead and just test this real quick. This is my main spinal that I use. She has a bunch of levels right now. I'm not leveling her up though because I need to check her stats for breeding. And when you level up these stats before you breed, it's not like it's harder to keep track of what actually gets transferred over in a way. I don't feel like explaining it. Let me get the Charlemagne out of the way. The Charlemagne right here, I chained, I think 2 or 3 days ago. It was a fucking bitch to deal with. In order to tame Shadowmanes, you have to like capture fish in a fish basket, which for what reason, like all the fish I was trying to capture were not going in it. And let me get my Pokeball. Shadowbane, return! And basically, you get this fish, and you have to sneak up on them in the daytime when they're sleeping, and pray to whoever deity you believe in that they don't wake up. If you like, let's say if you're crouching like that, you're generally safe with the stealth. But if you like just do that, they'll wake up because you're stepping, and then they'll attack you ASAP. But the thing is, your character's not the only thing that can wake them up. The area I was at is like one of the more hostile areas, and there's like carnivores all over the place. So actually, it was Spinosaurs all over the place. So when I was trying to get that Shadowmane while it was sleeping, like one of the Spinosaurs just kind of walked up to her, and immediately she woke up and just went crazy on me. Okay, yeah, I think that's enough room. Let me see if I can. I'm just gonna transfer out the saddle, move these other spinals out of the way. Some of the Spinals were kind of low level because I was really desperate for predators earlier. But when I went hunting for that Shadow Mane, I found a like really good Spinosaur spawn, so a couple of them. Yes, I'm gonna have several indoor dinos. Alright, let me just... there you go. Just parking my dinos. Let's see. Let's put this on. I probably should probably make more, but I think there we go. Yeah, that's good right there. And then this right here, I'm gonna have a massive Jurassic Park gate as well. I already have it. I already have it in the chest. I just couldn't really figure out how to place it. Oh shit! Sorry, I ran over that thing. Oh, it died. It died by me trampling on it. Alright, let's just grab the meat. So let's do that. And something. I think that was one. So this is the gate that I'm gonna be putting down around here. It's not gonna snap correctly because I don't have like the snap points in yet. But that's just to give you a perspective of how big it is and how big I'm basically building this stuff, at least to an extent. All right, let's pick it up before it won't let me pick it up. So when you put down items, they typically have a 30-second leeway for you to pick it back up. Otherwise, you have to destroy the item. The only exception, there are some exceptions, usually like I'll say consumable items or like modded items. I think like this cage I can't pick up. Oh wait, no, I can actually pick up the cage. So yeah. Like, very specific things you can pick back up, but like, for example, this feeding trough, I have to demolish it rather than move it. Okay, so let's go ahead and just build a stone wall throughout this entire area and kind of like enclose it. I think... oh, that's the text writer. Hey, what's up? What level are you? Level 20? So... this is actually something I want to tame, but I just need to get Mutagel. And to get Mutagel on this map, I have to kind of go out into space and mine it. But I don't quite remember. I think I'm supposed to, like, the tell for it is if you see like white beams of light around supply package drops. But I haven't seen those in a while, so. Yeah, you can tame robots on this. They also have mecha. Well, obviously, yeah, you saw a mecha dino, but they have like for mecha T-Rexes, mecha like Stegosauruses and whatnot. And what's interesting is they eat meat and they poop and they can breed. So, yeah. When a robot dinosaur loves another robot dinosaur very, very much, that's how you get baby robot dinosaurs. Alright, and this is why I need to get rid of these trees at some point. Now, the thing is, like, kind of chopping them down like this, they will respawn naturally if I'm off screen, essentially. The only way to get resources to not respawn is if you have a structure near it. So like, for example, those houses and that foundation I put down there would prevent resources from spawning. Let me grab the poop. And don't leave that. Let's get some walls. Boop. Alright, Alright, and my limiting reagent is wood, so let's grab some wood from the Darrow. And now limiting reagent is stone. So this is kind of the back and forth I gotta do. Alright, awesome. And now I'm encumbered. What was that noise just now? I think it was my wall wing doing something. Alright, now that I have the first layer of wall down, I'm trying to decide if I want to have like something else. I was thinking maybe having glass windows here for my spinals to kind of look out at through. I could also kind of leave them empty like that. Another reason why I need these walls up is so the text writers can stop glitching through my territory. Alright, and yeah, let's go ahead and continue the wall here for now. And I want this wall to be even as well, so I'm gonna have to extend it upwards, like, to keep it leveled out going through here, I think. Or if it's too much work, I can always slope it down, but I want it to be, I just need it to be tall enough to keep out, like, predators for the most part. The other day I saw, it wasn't a T-Rex, it was an Allosaurus. It was just kind of stomping around. Ooh, hold on. Fuck. That's not right. It's not lined up. And this is where a lot of the pain comes from in this game with the system. Things just don't line up. All right, let's see if I can just glitch one in here. And can I? No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, playing ARK-itect is really painful. This, like, a YouTuber I was watching that was doing a lot of ARK builds, the way he just described this game, like, every single time is like, this game's stupid. So, I either have to put more foundation, and I'll line it up with that wall, or, you know, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Now, the downside is foundation is really expensive, but we'll do that. Ah, my goodness, look at that thing. It's just... It's gonna stomp on top of my house in a minute. Like, really? Let's put it in here. Oh, an egg. Thank you. I'll be sure to make a nice omelet later. Build around it and trap it. That's too much work. Alright, let's do this. Switch it to block. And then put one on top if the game cooperates. Up, there we go. And you see, even though I asked it to snap onto this top spot, it instead decided, oh wait, you mean to snap on the one to the bottom and then just destroy the previous one? Yeah, so a lot of frustrations with the system is literally just that as well. And fuck, I put it on the wrong one anyways. All right. Dude, seriously. You just chilling there? Oh my god, let me go through. Okay. Alright, how much stone do I have? Right there. And the Spinosaur eggs, by the way, are like 20 pounds, so let me just put it in my fridge. Eat a cake. Put a rotten meat inside the chemistry table. The chemistry table lets you make a bunch of drugs, and rotten meat is, for those of you who don't play ARK, you use it to make tranquilizers to tame dinosaurs. And these are my dodos, and plus some other things like an otter. Whatever the fuck that thing is, a really annoying bastard actually. And let's grab the poop so we can make fertilizer. You know, I'm starting to think this guy's stuck. You, take this poop. And this game, for those of you who don't know, this is like an RPG system as well. So you level up, all your dinosaurs level up, your character levels up, and then you pick the stats you want to increase as they level up. Oh, wait, what? Did that thing literally just poop out element? Okay, thank you. Or someone else just pooped too, just now. Oh yeah, those are my dodos. Just... a lot of this game is focused on basically dinosaur taming. Like in order to do boss fights and whatnot, you need to bring like the right set of dinosaurs. So, like, you know, really popular dinosaurs would be like a T-Rex and whatnot. They were really powerful, and yeah, I don't know how else to describe it. I personally don't. There's also PvP on certain servers, so you can have like clans going at it with flying on specific dinosaurs, and each dinosaur has a different role. So a lot of the dinosaurs I mostly take are construction based. This right here is like this is Argent of I'm not gonna be able to pronounce it. Argentavis. I named it oversized dodo, and it's really good for just flying around. Not so much scouting, from what I heard, like in PvP, but it has really good carry weight, and it can also pick up other dinosaurs, smaller dinosaurs, and carry them around. So, like for example, this little lizard here, which I named Berries, because he collects berries. It can fly in, swoop. I missed my swoop. Let me try. Yeah, so, and it can in a really janky way carry other dinosaurs, and you can do that to allied dinosaurs or enemy dinosaurs. You can also do it to players. This right here is a PvE server, so it's focused on just, you know, taming the environment, fighting the bosses. I don't think there's a boss on this map though, and you know, just kind of chilling, very chill. So a lot of people on the server have focused on trying to either A, raise dinosaurs, or B, do architecture. Oh, this is new. I haven't seen this before. This is my neighbor, I guess. Alright, who put this there? Okay, so one of the Kson, like, I can't read the kanji, unfortunately, but I know they're around. I think that's like the main clan here. There's also another structure. Someone built. Yeah, right here, I think. And I guess it's just a chill area. I haven't even explored the entire map yet. Because the map is pretty big. So this right here is the map. And we've only covered maybe one square so far. Not even. Oh my goodness, yeah, it's a barbecue spot. This is awesome. Who built it? Okay, yeah, that same clan. They have a toilet. They have a working toilet in here, and this is a sink. Oh, hello. Level 120. Uh-oh. Oh, good. There it goes. Yeah, it is really nice. Oh my goodness, he has a bathtub? That's awesome. And sorry, my frames are like dipping right now. Yeah, as I said, this game is like really poorly optimized. Those right here, those are traps actually. So like a dinosaur, you get a dinosaur to chase you, then like you just kind of run out like that, and they can't bypass these walls. Same with this thing. There's like a gate type of trap, usually meant for flying mobs that you want to capture. There's some woolly mammoths. Oh, it's still there. Alright, what the hell was I wanting to do? Oh, he finally freed himself. Don't walk back in a circle. Oh my god. And as you can see, my dinosaur's once again stuck here. Dude, seriously? Can I even mount my dinosaur now? Okay, just okay, sure. Oh my god. Okay. There we go. Sorry, I'm actually about to just send all my Spinosaurs to attack that guy just to get rid of him. Actually, hold on. There you go, just fucking punch it. Yeah, since it's my first time streaming ARK and doing the city stuff, uh, honestly, it's kind of hard to keep your sanity when you do this for like 5 hours a day every day. What I've actually been listening to recently are like those Reddit YouTube channels in which they just kind of take the most creepiest or weirdest stories people would post on Reddit and just have like a text-to-speech program like speak it out. I don't know why I got addicted to those. Oh crap, am I lagging? No, just... Alright, I need to drop some... Actually, no, I don't need to drop it still. Let me just tell it to follow me. Should probably do that more often, actually. You know, I was also thinking of streaming Deadly Premonition as well, but I don't know. I wasn't sure if I was ready for that much jank, because I need to go back and do all the side quests before progressing. I think there's some lag. What was we hanging at? Still 120, so that's okay. I'm also thinking of streaming Warhammer 40k Necromundus, which is also considered a really janky game, but it looks so fun. Oh my goodness. You know, that if I accidentally attack that, I hope it does not like just laser beam my entire house and destroy me. I think they're pacifist creatures though, but even then I don't want to risk it. Oh, you didn't know I was into 40k? I'm actually in a 40k campaign right now, and I'm playing an Ogren from Krieg. And oh, are you kidding me? All right, my fucking Theron Zeno just wanted to mine, like, cut the trees or something, and it ended up damaging my the Tech Strider, and now the Tech Strider's pissed off. Really? Alright. At least the stomp attack's not that strong, but it's only level. This is level 20. If it was like higher level, I might be in trouble. But holy crap, that's actually a lot of health. Never mind, that's not a lot of health. Oh, did it drop anything? No? Alright, let's get back here. God, this thing... It's like driving a truck. And I mean it as a big rig. This thing's like awkward to move. Let's put it right here. I'm just gonna ignore the floating flowers. Alright. I guess it didn't drop anything, that's annoying. Oh yeah, so you know how university started back up, more or less, so young. I was basically what you call it? Yeah, so there's a bunch of freshmen coming in and whatnot. I tried like just trying to find any spot. Even the staff parking has been taken over, so I couldn't really, you know, get a good spot. I finally found a spot on the roof of the garage somehow, and the reason why the spot's open, the freaking dude who parked on the spot next to it basically has half of their car over their line, over the line. Like basically both wheels are across the line, but I was desperate for parking spots, so I basically parked my car with the right side of my car almost blocking the dude to my right, unfortunately. Yeah, so basically, because I'm in Florida, uh, we basically don't really give a shit about the coronavirus. So the entire campus is fully open. There's no mask mandate. They are encouraging optional masks though. And everyone's just out and about, coughing and sneezing on each other. Yeah. Just gotta love Florida, right? I think you know, no, I'm not gonna bring it up because somehow it's gonna get political and a shitstorm may or may not happen later down the line. But yeah, basically the university I work at is just fully like, yeah, everyone is out and about. It's 100% packed. No social distancing, so on and so forth. I think there's a food truck event that happened like the first day. They were not expecting like a full crowd, so they brought in one food truck. There's about 400 students that showed up within 10 minutes of the food truck opening. We're getting most classes back on the campus with mandatory checks for vaccines and masks. Okay. Back in the day, always drove. Make sure. Yeah, that's something I need to start doing. I'm too used to, like, the like before when it was remote learning. When I clocked into work and whatnot. Even if I showed up like 10 minutes late, I would find parking like immediately. So, never underestimate students, I guess. Alright. So I think I was putting the foundation here and going along. Is that correct? Maybe? I'll remember that tree being there. Why is that tree in the way now? Alright, I'm gonna go Kamehameha the tree real quick. Okay, so... another thing that's annoying is the building I work at is basically where one of the main places you can get food at. The only place open at the moment is a bagel place and Panda Express. And there's supposed to be 3 other food areas, but they're not open yet at all. So if I'm hungry and I forget my lunch or whatever, as soon as it's lunchtime, there's like an hour-long line to Panda Express or the bagel place. Right next to it is a closed-down pizza shop. For whatever reason, my university hated that pizza place. And then you have Outtakes, which is basically like it's gas station stuff. So you can get bags of chips there, like a microwaved burger, that kind of thing. But it was like not really great food, but it's still an option. And then across the lot is like a juice place with a couple of it's in the gymnasium, like just across like a minute walk from the building workout, and they have like no staff there, so I think it's like one girl, one woman, working like the protein and juice bar food place. I just remember her like being really pissed off right before the semester started. Well, not so much pissed, more like, oh my god, what the hell am I gonna do? Like, I have no employees. But I told her, hopefully, like, one. You see this bullshit right here? Welcome to ARK, where nothing makes fucking sense. Alright, what if I do this? Okay, it just puts it in front of me. What the fuck? This is pain. Yeah, I think my place is called Jamba Juice. There we go. I have to like back up a bit. Alright, let me can I make another foundation real quick? Because my inventory. When you destroy blocks that you put down, you get half of the materials back. Now, depending on how expensive the item you made is, it could completely fuck you up in terms of inventory weight. Okay. So I think I'm just one far here, so let's put the rest here. And honestly, yeah, at this point, might as well just make everything match. I kind of don't want to, though, because this is not really the stuff I want to work with. Like, I want to work with the wall blocks rather than the foundation blocks. Fuck! Look, I'm not even pressing anything. My hands are off the keyboard and it's just automatically switching for whatever reason. But if I move forward like half, oh wait, no, it's switching again. Oh yeah, this place is gonna be huge. Alright, let's just do that. Nice! Okay. Less painful. I just need to make sure I switch them all to block correctly. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so anything that breaks, you automatically pick up half of it. So, but if you do it wrong, your inventory is going to, like, really explode. But basically, to put it in perspective, so let's say I use about 200 pounds worth of materials to make one stone foundation. If I destroy it, but when I make the stone foundation itself is only worth 4 pounds. So, basically, if you might have a light inventory and like with like 50, I'm just tossing out numbers, like 50 stone foundations. But then when you suddenly break 2 or 3 stone foundations, you have to wait of like equivalent to like 200 of them. This game's stupid. Here. Take this. Take this. I mean, it's kind of nice though, cause like you can if you like pre-make a bunch of materials, you can like travel to another part of the map and just like say, oh, I already got everything to build a house. Like in 800 pounds, I just have my giant Pidgeot fly in and like carry all that stuff. So yeah, that's the convenient part. The inconvenient part is when things fuck up, and that's mostly pertaining to when you play ARK-itect. There's another thing I want to do. So now it's time to play the glitch game. I mean, I'm already playing, messing with a couple glitches to get things working. There's also a handful of mods on the server. I'm not too sure how much they affect it though. So this right here is called a fence foundation, and you can see that green right there. That's barely hard to see. I'm gonna put one right there. And what this allows me to do is it allows me to put a pillar on the corner. So basically, it's getting dark. This is also why I need to get electricity around here. I'll demonstrate with the wood pillars here. So pillars typically, wow, you laid another egg. Pillars typically go in the center of foundation blocks. But when you put a foundation fence post, you can, and you put it on like the floor right here, you can now put it on the corner, like that. Honestly, 90% of the people who play this game like just use glitches and bugs to build their, if they're playing ARK-itect, they use like glitches and bugs in order to bypass like a lot of limitations and whatnot. And need more eggs? Yep, more eggs. Oh, I forgot to pick up the Spinosaur egg. Get these. Yeah, that's just like my little dodo pin, plus other animals to get, for most part, dodo eggs. So I have, and look at this. This is 60 dodo eggs. It's 180 pounds. Imagine the omelet you can make with that. Yes, actually. Some dinosaurs are really hard to solo tame. And the game kind of recommends you work with other people to tame them. And this is where tribes, or in our games, guilds, clans come in to play. You basically get, like, for example, the strongest, I wouldn't say the strongest, but one of the best dinosaurs in the game is called Gigantosaurus. If you ever watched the newest Jurassic Park movie, not Lost World, but like the first one with Chris Pratt, they fights like the Domosaurus or something, which is basically a giant T-Rex with extra DNA parts spliced into it. That's what the Gigantosaurus basically is. It's just a massive fuck all. Actually, no. I believe you played. Yeah, Han. You've played. God, I'm trying to remember. Why is it Monster Hunter, right? So you played Monster Hunter, right, Sidian? So that is. It's basically the Devil Joe. So like the Devil Joe, I cannot. Like if it's a high level, I do not have the equipment to tranquilize it at all. You need like 5 people to tranquilize that. So, so basically, yeah, that's where some teamwork parts come in. And then, you know, if your clan basically teams up and tranquilizes that thing and then starts breeding it, well, now you have a clan running around with Devil Joe mounts. Yes, you can kill it and eat it. Actually, there was a, I think there was a dinosaur that the way you're supposed to tame it, it's like a raptor looking thing, but it's like extremely agile. In order to tame it, you have to feed it your own tamed dinos, and depending on how powerful the dinosaur is that you feed it, will give you the stats of when you do tame it. And I think what people recommended was you just feed it your Devil Joes. Oh, okay. And we're traveling through hyperspace now. And what was I doing? I think I'll just make more foundation, and I have a bunch of poop. So we're actually in a spaceship, a big fuck all spaceship. At least this map. Other maps take place on planets. One map technically takes place inside a simulation. So the spaceship, as far as I can tell, you see that ring up there. So it's kind of like Halo, like the game Halo. It just kind of circles around like that. And then you have the engine right there that just zooms us into like different star sectors. Yeah, and yeah, this I guess it's an ARK or something. Like it's just I believe it's human made. I don't know the full details of it, but it's a human made basically giant space colony with dinosaurs meant to I don't know the full story behind this stuff, unfortunately. Yeah. But yeah, the game is called ARK, I believe, because the whole point is some space travel stuff, I guess. And that's why I have a Iron Man suit with dinosaurs or some shit. And then there's a lot about he just pooped. And there's also a lot about like gene splicing and like other high sci-fi stuff. So if you ever watched the anime Dr. Stone, I'd like to compare Dr. Stone to ARK to an extent, because it's technically like far into the future, and you start off in the Stone Age, but then you kind of work your way back to like high tech or modern equipment. Foundation. Dr. Stone's something I need to finish. Yeah, I suppose so about that. I only watched the first season so far. I was kind of enjoying it, but one thing I like is you have the dad of the main character. I don't remember his name, unfortunately. Who was he was in the this. Actually, I'm not gonna spoil it just in case people who haven't watched it have seen it. But I feel like the uh, the the dad is not blood related to the main character, and I feel like the writer did that and retconned it like last second, because he was like, wait, I wanted to have a romance plot, but if this thing goes forward with the way I'm doing it, it's I don't know how to describe it. You know what I'm trying to say? if you've seen it up to that part, but I'm not gonna say anything else just in case it becomes a little Alabama. But you know what I'm trying to say, right? Regarding Dr. Stone and like the blood relative stuff. Heck, even the design of the main character's dad looks just like him. And it's like, dude, that's not your adoptive father. The writer wanted it to be your. Ah, crap. And now my demon duck is stuck. Don't need that. I need stone. The reagent is wood. And I'll just shove this here. Yeah, we can talk about it, like, later, I guess. But unfortunately, I have not caught up on any anime the past, like, year or two. And I pinned that all on Hololive. I've been watching way too many fucking VTubers rather than, like, anime. But I get, unless, do you just consider VTubing to be anime at this point? I miss Coco. Oh fuck. Alright. Fuck! You see this bullshit? You see this bullshit, guys? And this is also why I did not want to use foundations to make this wall, and I wanted to use actual wall parts. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll just take that. I don't think the unit exists at the moment. There's also like this big Lovecraft. By the way, for this map, there's also like some Lovecraftian-esque storyline going on. There's like a big giant tentacle monster that's like taking over the ship that we're in. And this the side I'm in is basically this like the not corrupted side. But if you look, I'm not sure you can make out the details, but on the right side you see it's like kind of glowing blue. That's like that side of the ship's corrupted. Oh, hold on, that's a supply drop. I'm God damn it, Sid. Oh. I think there's another dude who lives around here. Yeah, I can see his structures right there. Yep, that's his structures right there. And what do you have? That's kind of useless, actually. I'm not gonna bother. Just gonna leave it there. Let's grab that supply drop. Whee! Whee! So right here it looks like I just got some a ghillie suit, a part of a ghillie suit. I got a pistol just now. This is a blueprint to make a really powerful saddle for something I haven't tamed yet. And this right here is element, which is I wouldn't say rare resource at the moment, but a very useful resource. Basically, yeah, you get items. You get think Borderlands level of like RNG in terms of stats with certain levels. Like not full Borderlands like randomness, but like you. How do I put it? Think of like actually you've played Guild Wars 2, so you can have you have common white gear, and then like you can go all the way up to Ascendant, which is aka Ascended or Legendary gear, Exotic gear, or Mastercraft gear, so on and so forth. And the stuff you craft is always going to be like basic white level, while the things you get off supply drops have the RNG chance of being something better. So they just spawn randomly, usually at certain set locations. And let's put it in some perspective. Let me put this here. No, hold on. I'm like, this is my almond chest. And like whatever color they are also denotes like the rarity. I think it's a little bit different on this map because you can't get in-game gear like ASAP. Hashtag Iron Man suit I'm currently in. And I'm gonna try and find. I completely forgot what I was looking for now. Rifle. I was looking for my rifle. So this right here, this is a ascended long neck rifle, and it says if you look at it where it says can be repaired at Smithy, weight 15, weapon damage 217.3%. So that's the RNG factor to an extent. So this does twice the amount of damage a regular long neck rifle does. And then like right here, there's a Mastercraft pickaxe I have. It does 200% extra that like damage by comparison. And let me see if I have a regular long neck sitting around somewhere. And then this long neck rifle, yeah, I have a few. These 100%. So they do normal damage. So my ascended long neck rifle does twice the amount of work, a little bit more than twice the amount of work my regular rifles do. And that actually means it will do twice the amount of damage, and if I use tranquilizers with it, it will do twice the amount of fatigue damage to help me tame dinosaurs. So really useful. Something you want to look out for. And I currently have, if you get recipes, when you craft it, depending on your crafting skill, you'll get a boost based on that. Like, how long have I been on this server? So this is Kson's server, and she started it up like I think 2 weeks ago. I don't know how many hours I put into it, unfortunately, but enough to build pretty elaborate buildings by myself. So we'll just go ahead and state upwards to 20 to 40 hours I have been played on this server alone. I think my total ARK playtime's somewhere under 1,000, maybe 300 to 400 hours total played. What am I? I'm still making foundation, I think. Okay. Yeah. This map also gives you some other things to do to waste your time in, and I mean that in a good way. You get these missions. Remember this robot? Hi.
Hey there, mate.
So you get currency to purchase items.
Hexagons you're keen to spend?
The fastest way to get these currencies are to do missions, and the missions are just like. The best way for me to describe it would be kind of like leave quests in Final Fantasy 14. I could do one real quick, actually. You also have races. The downside is it's really hard for me to do races because of the lag on the server. It's early morning right now, though, in Japan, so the server's a lot less populated. But let me go ahead and just find one real quick. I'm at 10 frames right now. Oh wow, that's new. I saw this house earlier, but it looks like the guy added some windows, so it's a little bit nicer to look at now. They added a bunch of gorillas, apparently. Grass gorillas. There's a faster way to travel, and you basically have a teleporter. I don't have a teleporter, unfortunately. I think, yeah, this right here is actually a teleporter someone made. but I cannot use it because I'm not part of the tribe. Yeah, I believe this is a mission point teleporter. Yeah. That's something I definitely want to be able to create, but I think it's really expensive, and that's it's a lot easier to do if you have a tribe. So then this, boop. So you have like little missions here. Let me find something that's real quick, and you can see I've done some of them. Let's do Sliding Glide. I actually don't mind doing this. I'll do an easy one.
Should be able to plug you back into the simulation from here. Ready? Here we go.
And let me alt tab real quick and just turn off this music. Just so I can hear the ARK sounds. Crap.
Race your Maywing through a canyon maze, and you'll win back access to the ship's ontogenetic system.
So, like, yeah, you'll do, like, little races or missions like this, and you can earn currency. So this helps break up some of the monotony. I'm actually not lagging that much right now, so that's pretty... Oh, wait, no, there's a lag.
What a rush! Threading rings at that speed!
Uh-oh. Yep, there's a lag fucking me up now. Another way to kind of fast travel, well, this is not fast travel, this is just traveling, essentially, with a fast mount. And me doing a race with it. Holy shit. Look at that lag, y'all.
That's it! Ride that updraft!
If you have another base, and, like, you put a bed there, you can fast travel to it, with the downside of you losing all your items. So you basically just get a chest to put all your stuff in that chest, and then fast travel it. So if you have multiple bases, you know, you just kind of do things that, you know, just kind of have things stored there. I think when you have the tech inventory stuff, you can create a teleporting, like, storage chest, kind of like an ender chest from Minecraft. I'm not too sure though about that, in all honesty. Because I have not actually done anything regarding like tech equipment, because tech equipment typically you need to do boss fights, and I was always an ARK-itect player, not like boss killer dude. The one time I was getting ready to do boss fights and whatnot, but then the server like went down.
So do we get a victory lap?
And then apparently this map doesn't have that, so since I'm playing on Kson server, I'm gonna see if I could maybe get onto one of her other servers and do the bosses there, because I don't feel like doing it like on an official server or whatnot.
Now we can grow all the little scrappers on the ship faster and stronger.
So yeah, so that's something you can do on this map in particular to break up the monotony.
Welcome to the Hexagon Exchange.
And then I got like 800 hexagons from there, so now I can, if I need to, I can buy some of these resources. Typically what I've been buying is chitin, or not chitin. If I'm desperate, I'll buy oil or gasoline, and then cementing paste. Use chitin and keratin to make cementing paste, and for some reason the area I'm at just doesn't really spawn that many good drops for those items. I don't know, flying like this does feel good, I'll say that. One game I want to revisit at some point that I was playing, that's basically like a superhero simulator to an extent, was Saints Row 4. I just stopped playing it though, because I was running it on my old laptop, and I think it started bugging out on me, so I'll have to return to it. I have to restart the game because I don't remember anything else happening in it other than the world exploding and you're in a virtual simulation. All right, and you're also the president of America. Saints Row is wonderful. Play Saints Row 3 if you haven't had a chance. I think streaming it though is a little bit more iffy. Oh, hold on. Nice. I got a new. I got a upgraded saddle for this fella. Yay! That's like a little bit more armor, and I can give my extra to this one. As soon as I wait, where the hell did it go? Did I leave it here? Yep. Boop. I'll just park it right here. I'm also thinking about just putting down like a piece of foundation like right down here to prevent some of this stuff from spawning in. Alright, I need to go and collect stone again. Let's see. Wood foundation. We'll put this down temporarily. Hopefully that's going to prevent these trees from coming back so my dinosaurs stop getting stuck on it. Oh, I'm just overweight again. Oh well. You know what? I'm going to jinx it now. But I'm surprised I have not actually crashed yet or been kicked off the server due to server connection issues. That literally happens to me like every 30 minutes when I play this game. How long have I been going for? Like an hour and 20 minutes and no issues yet. That's actually pretty amazing. Oh, piranha! Where's that piranha? I think it noped out somewhere. Oh, no, I hear it. There it is. The Bob music came back on. Alright, let me get Sonic music back on. And the reason I have an OC running in the background, or just a random Kevin McLeod song in the background, because this game actually doesn't really have much of a soundtrack going on. They just have oh, it's morning music, and oh, it's nighttime music, and then oh, by the way, you're in battle music. And let me make those stone pillars I wanted to make, actually. Ugh. There we go. Now we have like this little point right there. And nice, I don't think I need to put it down. So now we have like this corner that kind of buffers out like that. So I'm going to do the same on this corner. So what we do, make a fence foundation. I already had one. Whoops. And just going to see if I can plot it somewhere around here. It's kind of hard to see. Alright, it's right there. Now it's on this foundation on that side of the wall. Get the pillar. Boom. And god damn it. Not there. Let's try that again. There we go. Now we just need to add one underneath it. Now it's a little buggy looking, unfortunately, but that's just the way things are. And if you kind of look at what I got, I kind of have the same thing going here. And throughout all my Earth structures, it still kind of looks buggy. But because it's stone, it's not that noticeable unless you like really stare at it. We'll also do it on... Oh, what the hell? Yeah. And we'll also do it on these corners. Meanwhile, my head's getting licked by my pet Spinal at the moment. The dinosaurs tend to do that. If you're like nearby, they'll start like basically licking your head. It's annoying after a little while. Another really annoying thing about this game as well, unfortunately, is that at least the American English version doesn't support languages that don't use the Latin characters. And what I mean by that is, for example, I'm currently playing on a Japanese server. In the vanilla version of the game, if anyone on the server was speaking using kanji or katakana or katakana, it would appear as a bunch of squares. So I had to download a global font mod to basically get that running. So now I can actually see Japanese and English, so on and so forth. I think I kind of bugged out my game to an extent, and now my game is kind of doing both languages. It displays English and hiragana plus katakana and kanji. And then for whatever reason, I cannot read signs anymore. Like if someone has a sign and they type stuff on it, it does not display. On the other hand, though, if they made a sign and painted it, completely different from typing a message on it, if they painted a manual message on it, then it will appear. So I don't fucking, like, yeah, I don't get it. I don't know how they can fuck up the programming like that. At some point, I was actually considering moving, like changing the entire font system to Japanese and maybe trying to learn some hiragana, katakana, kanji that way. But then I realized if I made the entire language setting into Japanese, I'm not sure how I was supposed to use the search function for recipes and whatnot. Like how I'm supposed to type that in. And I'm not sure he knows, but every time I'm like building stuff, I type in filters. I'm trying to like put it on top, but it's like disobeying me. Nice, okay. Uh-oh. What about... There we go. There's also a predator right there. Honestly, before I end the stream, I might be able to finish this wall. Which is actually not a bad deal. That's a dull. What time is it? 10 p.m. at where I'm at over in FloridaLand or the Land of Flowers, and I do have work in the morning at the academy for magisters in training. Oh, wait, shit. Okay. And that's, I said earlier, like, if you use control when you're over encumbered using your power legs to kind of thrust forward, if it starts bugging, if, like, you lag or whatnot, you just start going forward without control. Yeah, I'm making the same height all around. I'm low on stone. Oh! Did I get caked? Oh! The game has crashed and will close. Okay, hold on. Well. So, what'd I tell you? How far was that in? It's 1 hour, 30 minutes in. Okay, that's actually pretty good in all honesty. Let's go ahead and... how much no, it's on server. So I didn't lose any progress. What would suck if I die, but I put all my, like, really powerful gear in chests and whatnot, so I'm not too concerned. So I think you might hear the ARK music rebooting right now. Yeah, it's connection loss. Well, it's a crashed desktop that made me basically exit the server, and I think it's going to bug out now. And basically what's going to happen is I'm going to try to log back into the server, and it's like, oh, but you're already logged in. Let's try this. And I'm not sure you were seeing like some of the players that were logging in and out. Some of them had the same name, I believe, and that I think they were also dealing with crashes. The way Kson basically worded it when we were talking about crashes, like, oh, it wouldn't be ARK without them. So, like the old Bethesda memes, like, is it a bug or a feature? Yes, also applies to ARK. Heck, that applies to like a lot of games I fucking play. I think the most stable game I streamed so far was actually it'll be Ace Combat. Ace Combat was definitely very stable. Metro 2031, I think that was the number. Like the Metro game was pretty good, but it was like unfortunately like oh there it goes. There's a player connected with this account already. Ah crap. So I think I have to wait a few minutes. But yeah, so Metro 20. I'm gonna check it. I can look up my library real quick. Metro 2033 Redux was. I guess it was kind of stable until I got to like the very end. I think I had like 1 or 2 crashes. The thing that sucked was, you know, I was playing on Ranger mode, and whenever a QTE event came up, Ranger mode turned off the UI. So that also included figuring out what button you're supposed to press in order to solve the QTE event. So I think 90% of my deaths were from like, oh, you were actually supposed to hit the E button to stab the mutant in the head before it bites your face off, like that type of ordeal. I played XCOM Classic, but I only played it for one stream, unfortunately. And I basically had to mod it like crazy in order to get it to record, and I don't think it crashed, but I made really, I fucked up during that stream though for things. Just decision-wise while playing. Then I also played. Let's see, Ace Combat was really stable actually. I spent 2 days reprogramming my flight stick in order for it to work the way I wanted it for Ace Combat. Was it Darkwood? That horror game I played a while ago. That I don't think I had any crashes in there. No, that game actually really spooked me. I started having, I wouldn't say I had nightmares about it, but I was thinking about it. It's like, oh man, I really do not want to go to the bathroom right now because it's like midnight or so. Like that game was something. I'm not sure if I'll rejoin it at any time, but all right, let's refresh it. Yep. So let me go ahead and just restart everything and see if that fixes it. So, oh crap. So because I'm restarting Steam entirely, that also kind of breaks my VTube Studio. God damn it. All right. Just give me a minute. Just yeah, just. Alright, I think I'm back in, so just give me a second. Boop. I realize there's something else that's not working on my end. Apparently... don't worry about it. Alright, let's see. Let's hope it's working. Boop. Nice! Okay. So, as soon as I reload, frickin' Dino just poops in front of me. That's this game in a nutshell. Alright, let me just make sure all my levels are back up. So, mic seems good, music's good, not overpowering, I hope. That's on, yada yada yada. Okay. Let's go ahead and put down these foundations. There's another game a game I wanted to stream, but opted out not to, was Elite Dangerous. I did do a stream or two here and there, but like things just went wrong for a reason. Like for example, I was on a Discord chat with someone, and then like random people started joining, and then like. And the random people who joined were friends, but they did not meet their mics, and they were like babysitting. So you just had a bunch of kids running around, and I was like, ah, dang it. And I wanted to stream like Odyssey, Elite Dangerous Odyssey, but then I saw like how bad the performance was overall, and like how kind of monotonous and boring the gameplay was. So I was like, you know what, never mind. And then the only other thing I would, if I was playing Elite Dangerous casually, I would be basically grinding materials to upgrade my ships. And the way you grind materials in that game is basically you go to a site to extract materials, you grab the materials, then you log out, exit the game, reload the game, and relaunch it. And when you do that, your resource node that you're the resource node that you're at will just respawn. And it's awful because that's the most efficient way to get materials for upgrades. And it's not even like you get by doing this you save a few seconds. No, but by doing this you save hours of grinding. Because if before you get these materials, you're gonna have to spend like 10 minutes or more going to another resource site to get like 1 or 2 or 3 of that one resource you just farmed, essentially. So it's a really mind-numbing grind. And I did that. I did that for like hours. I want to say maybe I spent 20 hours one day just doing that, getting to try not even fully upgrade, like almost fully upgrade one ship. And for me to like maintain my sanity, I was actually watching Juniper, the VTuber Juniper. She was doing Hollow Knight at the time, and that's how I kept my sanity. She was losing her sanity, but it kept my sanity. I wouldn't say it takes a good 5 minutes. Oh yeah. The travel between locations designed to be 5 minutes if you're good. So in order to get the resources that you really need, it's like you have to travel maybe an hour, I'd say, because like it's outside of the bubble. Like for the good resource areas. Like if so I think there's like a hacking code or something that like a hacking resource code that you want to farm. Like one of the ways you do it is you go to a base and like basically do a bunch of weird you turn off like the base defenses or something, and then you scan it or some something like that, you basically hackerman it, so that takes like a whole minute in a buggy to do. Or you travel to where where like a spaceship crashed, and it's supposed to be like a spaceship from the very first Elite Dangerous game or something, or second Elite Dangerous game. So you find that crash and you just scan it, and there's 5 scanner locations, and it takes 30 seconds to do. So would you rather like do basically a base raid for 2 or 3 minutes and get 1 resource scan, or would you go travel like an hour away to this location that has 5 scans in 30 seconds? Then you Alt F4 out of the game, basically reload it, and then when you log back into that same area, everything, all the resources have respawned. You know, I would much rather, unfortunately, do the Alt F4 option to grind that encoding stuff. So really awful, like, Elite Dangerous is really awful in terms of, like, you know, gameplay design. Let me drink something. But I really like some of the ship design. I really like a lot of immersion. And yeah, like, that's the thing that Elite Dangerous has going for it, and what I will return to Elite Dangerous for. The immersion. And I have the flight stick meant for Elite Dangerous. I have like, I don't remember what it's called, and oh my god, I had so, like, I spent, I want to say 2 weeks right after I bought my flight stick for Elite Dangerous. Same flight stick I used to play Ace Combat and whatnot too, by the way. I spent like 2 weeks just doing rescue missions in Elite Dangerous, and that's you fly into an exploding space station, pick up as many passengers as you can, and then you fly to the nearest like rescue ship and drop them off. I did that for like 2 weeks straight, and I was like, and the reason why I loved it so much was the flight stick. It just felt so good. And pretty immersive too. Boop. Like, I was thinking, I really want to get a VR headset. The downside is I wear glasses in real life. Basically, I'm not sure if VR headset works well with glasses. I'll have to do some research on it, but I can't really figure out any VR games I really want to play either at the moment. But Elite Dangerous is definitely on the list of, oh god, I need to play this in VR. And I have voice attack as well, to talk to the ship AI. Or, you know, basically programmed to pretend I'm talking to the ship AI. I've been wanting contacts, but like I don't think I can do it. I don't know, just the idea of having like a piece of glass like in my eyes, and I'm a Magister. I deal with a lot of hazardous. Oh fuck, I'm starving. Let me shove some cake in my face. So I deal with like really hazardous alchemical stuff. And let's say I do not want to be working with like hydrochloric acid and then suddenly, you know, wearing contacts, and then the fumes from the hydrochloric acid cause my eyeballs and my contact lenses to fuse. You know, if there's like a freak accident regarding like my safety mage goggles. I'm just saying. I don't know. Like I just I'm just worried about context. Now, now that I say that, um, LASIK is something I wouldn't mind giving a shot. You know, hire some professional clerics and healer mages to just cast their magical spells on my eyes and fix them that way. Actually, Rosary, she got LASIK recently, I believe. And I think, for most part, she's had to be really light on, no pun intended, light, like with the lights. She can really look at UV lights or like LED lights for a week or so, and then you know what? I'm gonna ask her how her eyes are doing. Because she got it done like 2 weeks ago, but I haven't caught up with her. I mean, you know, she was playing Pokemon Unite or Pokemon whatever that new MOBA Pokemon game is, and so I think her eyes are fine now. All right, there's like an age thing involved, I believe, or if your eyes are like too good or too bad, LASIK's a bad idea. There's always like this or that when it comes to medical procedures, unfortunately. And it's not, it's just a lot of things out of our control. I know my, apparently my left eye is dominant after I checked my prescription. But my right eye, like I was feeling really, like my right eye kind of getting super blurry. But apparently it's barely, like the prescription barely changed. Like it was an increment of 5 or so. I need to get, I need to work on my posture when sitting a little bit. Crap. I think my back's hurting a bit. I mean, I don't think my back is hurting. My back is hurting right now a little. Ugh. You know, I just realized this is not even the actual wall. Because this right here is actually going to know, like, this side is going to actually know what the wall height will be. So this right here is legit just the foundation of the wall. Oh, fuck. Just backing up to kind of keep it away from trying to snap to that, the former wall. Come on, I'm trying to get that one, like, that's in the middle. There it goes. How was that just low? Oh, okay. So apparently, once the in-game time is midnight, the time is right where my mouse is hovering. Usually it's midnight and 15-minute mark, essentially in-game. That's when the space station decides to hop to the next sector. Ran out of stone like immediately. Alright, I think the trees around here are not growing back, but then again, it could be proven wrong if I go too far and it does decide to load. Still piranha in the water. I should probably get one of my spinals to gel fit. Yeah, I definitely do. But my character is level 90 something, 93 out of like 120, so pretty high up there. My personal character doesn't have that capacity. Now think about this dinosaur I'm riding on at the moment. It's really good at gathering stone. This dinosaur also, any stone it carries is at half weight as well, so it can basically carry twice the amount of stone that anything with the same weight class could carry. I just heard something. Oh, okay, so station stopped. Everybody levels up into this little dance. A lot of the dinosaurs you tame basically just become big, like reptilian puppers. Level 203 is the level of the dinosaur I'm riding on at the moment. It's level 145 piranha. It keeps bothering me, so I'm just gonna stab it. Got it. My level's 93. I think, emphasis on I think, 120 is max. Was that level 90 Strider? Can't tame that. Oh, no, fuck you, Pocket Raptor. Trying to get. Oh, goddamn, it's stuck in the forest now. And I'm out of wood now. Okay. And I'm just running. Fuck. I just pause this tree real quick. Boop. Station. Alright, danger chicken. So, another game I was thinking of streaming, but wasn't too sure how I would want to stream it, is No Man's Sky. Because, you know, I have the survival, like, survival crafting game itch, and then, since Elite Dangerous was not really cutting out for me, No Man's Sky would help cover, you know, the space itch as well. The downside I've been having with it is I already kind of beat the main storyline, like, way before I started considering streaming. So, like, and I felt like the story was actually the thing I really enjoyed with No Man's Sky. Like, surprisingly enough, I actually didn't expect I enjoyed the story as much as I did. And now I think it's just all random side quests and whatnot with each update. But I have not played, the last update that came out that I did not play was the first-person shooter mechanics update, which I think it was like I don't remember what it was called, but the main emphasis was they would create randomly generated dungeons with ghost ships or something. So yeah, I did not play that update and anything past that. But I'm not sure like how streamable that kind of type of content is. I could be an ARK-itect there too. Heck. On your Minecraft server, yeah, I could definitely work on building my tower in that one too. That's something that's just been back of my mind. I haven't gone around to doing either. But I don't want to just focus on, hey, here's me building stuff, the streamer, like 900 or like Minecraft streamers and whatnot. I do want to play some other games. FPS wise, Doom is on the list, but everyone plays Doom, so that's why I was looking at Warhammer 40k Necromandus. But once again, it is a jank game. In terms of horror, I wasn't going to do Resident Evil or anything, but that's why I was playing Darkwood for a bit. I wanted, instead of me playing like the newest XCOM games, I tried playing XCOM Classic, and I would definitely love to revisit XCOM Classic in all honesty. Probably make a new save file. I also still need to beat what was it called? The spin-off XCOM game, which you're SWAT. Yeah, you're basically the SWAT XCOM SWAT team. That's something. Oh fuck. That's something I would love to replay. I haven't beat it yet, so I'll just restart from scratch and like go through it. I really liked it though. It was basically XCOM, but the combat system ran me a lot of like Dungeons and Dragons since it had an initiative system. SWAT 4, yeah, I remember that being a thing back in the day. I don't mean to say that as in like you're old or whatnot, I just remember that was like early internet days. I remember watching people play that. Shoot, I wonder if he's still a thing or like if he had the controversies or whatnot. The person who I watched play it, I think was, he called himself Spoony. And he was basically like friends with Angry Joe, like early internet, and some other folks, like Nostalgia Critic, Angry Video Game Nerd, like that group of people. D&D Online, I did play D&D Online, but only for a bit. I wanted, so I played Necromancer Wizard, to like maybe level 5 or 6. I just couldn't get into it, unfortunately. When I finally unlocked my Necromancer abilities, it was like, oh, it turned into a zombie mode or something. I was like, okay, I guess that's nice. And basically, the animation they have, your character kind of like does a crouch run, and it kind of looks like he kind of pooped his pants. And yet you have like green stink lines all over. You're just like, you know what? I'm not sure I can do this. And I was playing Guild Wars 1 at the time, I believe. So I don't mean to say like I know early internet is actually like the 90s and whatnot, but I mean like that was to me early internet was Chocolate Rain and whatnot, because that's when like internet was actually more widespread and people were not just on AOL, dial-up, and whatnot. I remember my first D&D 5th edition campaign, the Dungeon Master basically said it was based, the campaign, it was a few sessions long, it was based off of the Dungeons & Dragons Online, like tutorial quest, which is like Mind Flayer and Dragon fight each other on top of an island or something. But that's like the extent I knew about that. We kind of, when they tried to get me to play the game with them, they kind of skipped through that, and I don't know. It felt like very memey. The way they described it is like, oh yeah, you're on this island, just a Mind Flayer fighting a dragon. They fight each other, and then they both decide, you know what, fuck this, we're out. None of them want to return to the island, and they never show up back in the game again. At least that's the way they described it. I could be completely wrong, and this was years ago. Let me yeet it back into this cage. Now, the dung beetles, they are escape artists. Even though I have them in these cages, if something goes wrong with, they could literally phase out of existence for a bit, then teleport like somewhere around, like when they show up, they'll be somewhere around this base. And they have in order for them to make fertilizer, you have to set them to wander. And what wandering does is, like, wandering dinosaurs will just go where the hell they feel like going. So you'll lose track of them if you're not careful. The dung beetles, you know, they're dung beetles. They're gonna get killed by anything that like sneezes in their direction. So to protect them, you kind of put them in these cages. But even then, they're escape artists. They'll still like somehow get out of the cages, even if you lock it and everything, and like put a bunch of fences around it, because the game just bugs them through walls, because they're always like on the move. No, they do not come back. Well, unless the RNG wandering thing says they feel like going back to your base on path. I think there's an item that lets you like anchor them in quotation marks. Anchoring meaning like they cannot go past a certain radius, but I don't think I tried using it and it didn't really work for me. This for this other set of dinosaurs, I did it on a different map. Oh, I think I'm lagging right now. Yeah, no, my attacks are going off right now. Oh, there it goes. Ugh. Oh, it's starting to get a little tired. I haven't played Dungeons and Dragons in a while, in all honesty. I was a dedicated DM for a while, several years, and I think that this past year, I've just been so busy, I just haven't even been able to. I had to drop out all my campaigns and whatnot. The only campaign I stayed in was the Warhammer 40k campaign, but it's not D&D technically, but the Warhammer 40k campaign, in which I'm an Ogryn. I forgot what the system was called. Hold on, let me alt-tab real quick, because I'm just gonna pull that up real quick. It's Warhammer 40k Wrath and Glory? Yeah, Wrath and Glory. That's the one I'm currently playing, and we only have like session maybe once every month and a half, so it's a lot easier for me to kind of I wouldn't say put attention to, but like get scheduled into. If I like versus like a campaign session that happens every week, that just takes up way too much time. I don't have the time to do that anymore. Damn, I'm really feeling I want to play Necromundus now. I'm just thinking about 40k and basically not being a Space Marine. There's way too many for like Warhammer 40k games, in which like, oh, you're a Space Marine, or you're a Sister of Battle, or there's actually one which is an Orc. Actually, you play as Orc pilots. I forgot what it was called, but I thought that was actually pretty interesting. But Necromundus, you play as a human mercenary in like a hive city. The next game I do want to play is made by the Vermintide folks. Warhammer 40k Darktide, I think that was his name. And yeah, at first I was super excited for it because it looked like you're gonna play as like Space Marines versus the Cult of Nurgle. But I think now you're playing as more experienced soldiers now. Like one of them, I don't think it's a Sister of Battle, but it's like a priestess. I unfortunately the name of like her profession escapes me, but it looks like you play as like some Imperial Guard, like more elite-ish Imperial Guard dudes, and an Ogryn. And at first I was like, I want to play as the priestess. She looks really cool because she's like berserking and whatnot. But now I'm like, I really want to play an Ogryn because I love my Ogryn so much in the Wrath and Glory campaign. And the way I'm playing my Ogryn is I'm playing him as I'm playing him as a bonehead, or like he wants to become a bonehead. Bonehead, for those of you who do not know, Ogryns, they are basically ogres of the in Warhammer 40k. They work for the humans usually, and they are just supposed to be really dumb, like typical ogre stuff in a fantasy, other than Shrek. but like Ogren, but a Bonehead Ogren, I basically has pretty decent intelligence. Yeah, they're mutant. They're mutated humans. But I'm not gonna get into the full lore of it because like I didn't have time for that to read that, and I'm gonna get it wrong if I describe it. Despite my name being Keel the Lorebreaker, Warhammer 40k is not my forte. Unfortunately, all my lore expertise is in Guild Wars, and one of the things that has been really pissing me off about Guild Wars 2 recently is just how much I felt they've been fucking up the lore. But oh man, my voice is starting to hurt a bit. Let me drink some thing. So what Bonehead is for Ogrins is that they're the commanders of Ogrins, and they are actually smart enough to lead other Imperial Guard. And it depends on the Dungeon Master or Game Master for the Warhammer 40k case, on like what that intelligence level is, and we basically decided that they at least have the intelligence of like a high schooler. But my character is not a Bonehead yet, but he's like really trying to become one. The thing that made him stand out from our Ogrins is that he was able to sign his name, and he uses an audiobook to kind of like learn. But he gets his facts like really wrong 90% of the time, but he's trying. And the way he signs his name is he just puts a J and a 4, because and J4 is actually like what what his assigned number is as a Krieg guardsman, and he assumed that the J stands for John, so his name is Johnny D. John. And then like he would just have like random acts of brilliance like here and there. Like for example, we're trying to capture a junkie who basically Octane from Apex Legends type of dude was the guy we were trying to capture, and he started running away, but my Ogren was in the way, and oh, what the fuck? Okay, so I'm over encumbered right now, so I can't move, but luckily I have my sword on me. Yeah, so he's an accidental genius here and there. So, for example, so this Octane dude was trying to run away from us, but my Ogren just happened to be like somewhere in front of him, around the side, and he had the brilliant idea like, "Hey, boss, what if I trip him?" So my Ogren sticks out his leg. But he sticks out his leg, like, I think a minute too late because I failed the test. But the way Wrath and Glory works is you can spend something called a Wrath point, where you can force a reroll, or you can basically say, hey, I force, hey, DM, can I use a Wrath point to make this a plot point? Or something I can add to, like, the scene to help with the way I want the story to flow. And so you know, it's a very story and cooperative based system. So my Ogren, like at first, like he missed a trip, but I spent to Wrath and re-rolled it, and I got like enough successes. So then like he ends up tripping this dude. He kind of barrels into the wall, and then we get into a game fight. So he has like random small acts of genius like that. It's like, wait a second. You were able to process fast enough. Hey, it probably should be a good idea for me to trip the guy. Another like thing was we're trying to track that same dude, and he has a thing for collecting augments. And my captain, so the Inquisitor, the Krieg Inquisitor, by the way. So think about that. It's a Warhammer 40k Inquisitor but he's also from Krieg. And my Ogren's his bodyguard, so that's the character dynamic we got going. I was like, hey boss, you have like a metal eye, right? And this gang guardsman guy, he wants to collect shinies from other humans. Remember that tracking device from like 20 missions ago? And I use a wrath point to my game master, which lets me just like hey, can I? So I asked the dungeon master, could I get a? No, it's not Krieg from Borderlands. Krieg from Warhammer 40k. Like so Krieg in Warhammer 40k, those are basically World War I-esque guardsmen. And what they focus on, like their specialty in Warhammer 40k is trench warfare, and being so battle hungry that they will suicide into enemy soldiers. So in fact, and like they have gas masks on, they have trench coats, like they look like they're straight out of like a 1918 trench warfare. Like that's their uniform. And if you're they have a tendency to mutiny against their own commissar because the commissar was too cowardly to advance. So they would kill the commissar so they can tell themselves to advance into the enemy front lines, essentially. Like, retreat is not an option for the Krieg Corps. They do not have medics in the Krieg Corps. Their equivalent of a medic is known as basically a supply person, and what his job is to find dead bodies of Kriegsmen and just and harvest as much gear as he can to give it to the next soldier in line. The Kriegmen are so crazy. They in Warhammer 40k they would bring horses to the laser Gatling magic fight, and the horses are and they have lances on these horses, and the lances have anti-tank explosives on them. And there's actually a video that shows like Kriegsmen versus Chaos Marines, and the Kriegsmen literally just run over all the chaos just because they berserk into them. It's like I just, for the most part, Kriegsmen they never retreat. That's the main thing. They are brave to the point of being like stupidly not, I wouldn't say stupidly, but they win just by zerging, and they do it for the good of humanity. I just think it's pretty awesome, in my opinion. And just remember, like those of you who are like, oh, that's awful, they kind of like Warhammer 40k is a really awful universe. Like, you do not want to live there. Like, it's basically you gotta be a suicidal maniac or bust in that place. And I think I'm level 94 now. Yeah, it's a super gritty world. It's called the Grimdark for a reason. FloridaMan is now level 94. Yes. So, in terms of Space Marines, there's, in quotation marks, only 1 million Space Marines in existence. Now, 1 million sounds like a big number, but the way it works is Earth has completely, colonized the Milky Way. So you have like thousands upon thousands of planets with billions of people on it, and out of like I don't know how many humans there are. We'll just say 10 to the 18th power or so. There's only 1 million humans, so it's like way less than 1% or so. A lot less than 1%. Like maybe for every planet on average, there's maybe 2 or 3 Space Marines, maybe. Or like, to put it in perspective, for every country there is on Earth, for every 10 countries there's like 1 soldier. That's like what this in terms of Space Marines. It's something like that. Something like that in a way. And that's how rare the Space Marines are. But then, yeah. So it's a ridiculous amount. And and they said it works like that. So game masters can create their own worlds, their own settings, so on and so forth. There's so much heresy going on that you can always have like this regime of Space Marines betrayed other regime of Space Marines, so on and so forth. Create your own lore. I do like how they have it open-ended like that. I think my favorite space. At first, I was an Ultramarine, so my throat's getting dry again. So, Space Marines something. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I was an Ultramarine when I played Deathwatch. What Deathwatch is, you are basically the elite of the elite of the elite, and everyone is a Space Marine, and you're dealing with like the worst things in the galaxy that's so bad even other Space Marines don't know about how bad it is, type of ordeal. And yeah, so I really liked the Ultramarines at first because like, oh yeah, we are just the good guys. But then I realized, like, I like being a really good guy, essentially. Not so much the Grey Knights as Deathwatch. I don't, unfortunately, I don't know too much about, like, Warhammer 40k. I'll say I know more than, like, someone who doesn't know Warhammer 40k, but I don't know, like, as much as I would like to know. But, yeah, I guess you'd say, yeah, I think the Grey Knights were stuck in the warp. What Deathwatch is, it's it's Spec Ops. And the way, the members of Deathwatch, they can come from any Marine background, and they are still with that Marine Corps. So, for example, the Inquisitor Marine will be working with the Ultramarine, and like the Blood Angels, like those 3 will be on the same team essentially. But they are dealing with something that's like really fucking awful. So, like, for example, the Deathwatch would be the first line of duty to enter, like, a hive, city that's been infested by chaos or something, and it's their job to see if they can salvage it or not, essentially. Like, that's a really crude example, but, probably one. Like, they're like the... And, like, they're also, like, kind of secretive in a way. It's hard to really describe, unfortunately, I think. I'm probably getting it completely wrong. It's just the way my game master described it. So, but like Death Watch itself was it was uh, it was a book, like a game setting book. So probably not like fully established on like it with common knowledge. But I remember we had a line of Cadian Marines with us, or not Marines, a Cadian Imperial Guard, and we were like just commanding them as like we're moving forward through a space station, and like as we're like just marching through, we like all of us were just shooting corn demons like they were spawning in left and right, and I thought it was like it made a really awesome picture in my mind. If you ever watch Astartes, that fan, it was basically like that. But as we were going down the space station, we also had Imperial Guardsmen with us who were also being badasses, and it just felt really nice the way my game master described it. Same game master for the game I'm playing as an Ogren, by the way. Yeah, it's about definitely if you haven't seen it already, definitely give it a watch. It's great fan content from Warhammer. I think they made it official actually. Like Game Workshop liked it so much they made it official. So the Astartes is actually finished. Like, he actually finished it. I want to say maybe a year or two ago. I think there were some complaints about it after they made it in quotation marks official, and they changed out like some of the sound systems. But I think because it was fan work, the dude who originally made it, he basically got whatever sounds he could find. So I think when it went official, they had to get rid of like basically sound and music files that were copyrighted. But you know, it should be good either way. It's just like it'll sound a little bit different from like the original guy if you watch it on their official version or whatnot. Or poop. Poop. It is actually starting to look nice. It's nowhere near done, but it's looking kind of nice. And then, like, when other people on the server fly by, they're like, "Oh, hey, look, FloridaMan's doing FloridaMan stuff over here." Actually, that's one thing I want. I need to do. I need to make a alligator farm. They have like giant alligators in this game. What time is it? It's 11. Okay. Once it hits midnight, I definitely have to call it because I have to wake up at 6 a.m. Oh my goodness, these things are like just making. I'm not sure you can hear like the diarrhea fart noises that are like kind of going off in this game. Mostly, I have stuff I need to do at midnight, so. Hashtag description down below. Honestly, I tried requesting my boss to get more afternoon shifts, but oh, I picked up human puke. Whoops. But didn't I realize that parking would be really hard to get? So I'm like, you know what? Just keep me on in the morning. But that's also why I think yeah, talking on Shiro's Discord server, I think I said, you know, some days I literally just sleep for an entire day. I think that's when I'm on like 4 hours of sleep for a whole week, and then free time finally shows up. It's like, you know, my body just decides to shut down. Sleep depth makes sense. You know, I was actually oh, one of my favorite classes I took at years ago was like almost like holy shit, like 10 years ago, maybe 11 years ago, psychology like 101. And I remember him, my professor was covering fuck, what was it called? Like the sleep cycle. And I just found it like really interesting, like, you know, learning about the REM cycle and like how your psyche can be affected by not having sleep and whatnot. I don't remember everything in it now. I don't know, like the health science stuff is actually quite interesting to me. And that's why I am a necromancer, learning about curses and health and whatnot, or, you know, studying that, trying to better mankind. At the moment in my laboratories, we are working on DNA cloning, which basically involves getting DNA, putting it inside a virus, getting the virus to attack a bacterium, and thus you have infinite DNA, because the virus that you created attacking bacteria. I wanted to specify it attacks bacteria, not human cells. And when you have a virus that attacks bacteria, it will only ever attack bacteria. It basically you basically generate the DNA that way, and this is how insulin and whatnot is made. I believe with like some of the more bigger pharmaceutical companies, they basically like like they basically use this. They create DNA via cloning to create human DNA that would produce insulin, which is then distributed to people who need insulin shots for their diabetes. It's something like that. It's something like that. And it's really interesting stuff. And if I'm completely wrong, like, you know, please say so. But this is what the Mages Academy has been teaching, and it's something I want to learn a lot more of, and at some point create my own homunculus. Oh, I think I'm lagging. Yeah, but my booster's not even working. Ah, there goes on. Oh crap, it's catching up. Almost done, actually. Look at that. With this first part of the wall.
Get a bite to eat, mate.
Oh, thank you. Drink? Like, what do you drink? Coffee, Coke, mostly. Any water? Cause that's mostly dehydrating stuff right there. At least, you know, make sure you have ice with your Coke. I mean, yes, but not quite. So, about shit, how many years ago was it? 7 years ago, I had like an awful kidney stone, and my daily drinking habits basically was what you just posted. I'm just saying, man. Make sure you have water, like actual water in there. I know Coke in particular, you can drink, but for most part it's not recommended. Like you only drink Coke. But coffee, I know coffee dehydrates me, but maybe I'm just having more. It's more bean water, I guess. Hey, question. You know how beans in water boiled? That makes soup, right? Bean soup. Is coffee technically bean soup? Or does that, or is bean soup technically coffee? Because it's brewed versus cooked? Or mixed in? A little too specific. Then again, this is this type of specific stuff that... Yeah, fair, I guess. What's the wrong way? Coffee is water soaked in beans, but the bean is taken out. It's poured. Okay. Well, hold on. If I have coffee grounds inside my drink, does that mean the beans technically were not removed? Would that make it soup then? So what differentiates putting coffee beans and boiling water versus making like soup when you have the noodles and powder and then boiling water? Well, there's actually a whole sandwich chart regarding hot dogs, and it depends on like if you're ingredients neutral or bread neutral, that type of stuff. And I think if considering a hot dog is a sandwich is like true neutral, or here chaotic neutral, or whereas like chaotic evil was crap, I don't remember what chaotic evil was, but chaotic good was like an ice cream sandwich. Or an ice cream taco sandwich. Okay. Like, a hot dog is basically just a sub sandwich, right? But the meat is just one long slender piece that's in a cylindrical hot dog shape. Like, what's the difference? What's to differentiate a hot dog from a sub sandwich that uses sausages or pork or turkey meat, whatever the heck the hot dog is made out of? You know, the equivalents of that. No, the coffee I drink actually still has its typically has its grounds still in it, but that just could be just how Asian mama my mama lore breaker like makes it. Yeah. It's hot chocolate soup. Well, I guess it's chocolate versus... Well, no, chocolate's made from cocoa beans. Actually, yeah, it is. And then we can also have this argument. It's like it's cereal soup. I'm not gonna get into this. It's too philosophical at the moment. I'm a mage. I'm not a philosopher. Oh crap! Come on, you can do it. That's one. Oh. There it goes. King of vegetable soup. Yeah, Valana, log in, say your own stuff, boost my viewer numbers. Oh fuck. God damn. There. Ah, what's she making? Oh, okay. Cosplay? Let's see if this is enough. No, it's not enough. I'll be. Wait, are you talking about Minecraft, or are you talking like something I haven't noticed at all? Because unfortunately, if you're talking about Minecraft, I haven't been on the server in quite a while. On Twitter, I don't think I have her on Twitter. You can send that to me on the Discord later. Ah! Alright. Boop! Yeah! Okay. There you go. Now... now the foundation has been placed. Honestly, I thought that would be done around midnight, so... Oh, 30 minutes. Yeah, that's a pretty good time. I was hoping I'd be able to build up, but... Honestly, I don't know like where I want my build to go at the moment. So I think it's a good, like a little bit of a good stopping point. So this right here is still gonna like once we get to right here-ish, I'm thinking maybe adding more foundation going down this row. Maybe yeah here. So basically my spinals could have like a full floor to stand on. Because right now I think they're a little forward. Yeah, only kicked out once. No, I do not have to fill this area in. This area is gonna be like free range in a way. I could add a few things here and there though if I wanted to. Maybe like a staircase here, but it's not necessary. Like, I'm thinking, but like right here, maybe adding maybe 2 or 3 more rows, maybe 4 if I'm really pushing it, and then start building up. And basically, I wanna probably build it to up here, so that's like maybe 10 blocks up. Maybe, I want to say maybe somewhere from 8 to 10 blocks upwards. Maybe 8 to 12. Make it a stylized structure. And then once it kind of gets walled off here, up here I want it to be a wall that's 4 high. And then wrap it around. And then right here is going to be the big Jurassic Park gate. But yeah, it's gonna be a pretty massive structure, and the only purpose it will serve is just to house like 4 or 5 of these guys at a time, and look fancy. But actually, no, like the point is, let me. This thing can stay on its hind legs. It's actually easier to turn that way, but it moves slower. But yeah, like basically free range, so this guy could like just kind of chill here if they wanted, like just kind of chill, kind of like chat with the wall. This is a little bit like a petting zoo for something that could eat you with 1 bite. Oh, I'm getting a little tired too. Oh yeah, just in case how, if you're curious how I set up my electrical, this is my dodo pin. I'm gonna grab some eggs. They're 3 pounds each. And what's funny is when the dodo lay eggs, they do it when they're taking a poop. And that's actually how it goes for every critter. And this is basically my electrical grid. The electrical systems in this game are kind of ugly looking. Repair that. So this is a wire right here. This is like a wire box that connects to nearest things. That black wire going up connects to whatever nearest devices are. And it's just, if you have it placed wrong, this thing will grow across the entire building. Kind of like that. It's a visual effect, and it's not really that great in all honesty. So I did my best to make it like as not like kind of keep it invisible in a way. Yeah, this is where I focus on handling all my electrical stuff. I have water pipes going down here too, and so obviously this area is not meant to be public viewing. I didn't look at this. This is a water pipe as well, and this is actually where the water pipe feeds from. And I also have the electricity going into that building as well. And the water pipe and electric wire feed here, so it's not really noticeable unless you're really looking for it. And then this is that same water pipe that's currently keeping all my plants like hydrated. Kind of went crazy with the design. So this right here, this top area, was how I originally wanted the height to be, but then it was too high that the water was not reaching down for because game logic. So he kind of kept it and just made it lower level. And now it kind of looks almost like a abstract art. Yeah, I did my best to hide like all the utility. And right here, there's the electrical system down here. Quite literally an electric grid. Yeah, you can see down here. This is where the water pipe actually starts from. Can't go forward for some reason. That's weird. Do I have to crouch? No. What the hell? Oh, okay. It's because I added these things. That's fine. I don't need to go here anytime soon. I probably actually remove this thing though, this pillar. But yeah, everything was goes through here. If I want to, I could also do some work down here. So it's all an illusion in a way. Everything's actually hollow. But I did my best to hide everything. Oops. I don't even remember closing that trapdoor. And then over here, yeah, this kind of. I want to do some stuff over on this side. Maybe extend the way the roof, like this roof kind of looks and cage, because I kind of want it to look like almost a little bit of a luxury area that happens to be growing narcotics back here. And then I do want to have a build that goes out into this water, but the downside is piranhas live here. Piranhas and giant turtles, which are pretty chill, but those things right there, I think they're called Dimentrodons. Yeah, Dimentrodons, and those things like, or basically, yeah, they attack on sight. Having water in a shield system is kind of... Look, I had to hide it some way. It's fine. It's... Trust me, I'm a necromancer. It's fine. Yeah, sorry. So like, I'm hearing stomping. I'm trying to figure out what's coming from. It might just be dung beetles. I'm trying to listen for it. Oh. It's this thing that's just kind of stuck there. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Okay, bye. Reminds me a little of the IC2. Okay. Yeah. So the electrical system is gas powered. So this right here, I have gasoline in here. This amount of gasoline, which I put into it, is actually enough to last a month in real time. And not only that, just grabbing more feces to get fertilizer. I don't know why I need this much fertilizer, but I'm getting it. The next thing with regards to power, I have a wind turbine. And the wind turbine, I don't know, I'm not sure what actually says it, but when it's glowing yellow on this map, it means it's actually generating power as well. So so the idea is that when this thing is running, my gasoline-powered motor down there doesn't have to like do any work, so I save some gasoline that way. The other sources of power, there's like something called tech, which is, you know, the high-tech stuff, obviously, and it's run on element. Element being like the in-game resource, which I'm not really good at farming, but it's very available when you get into late game, though, essentially. But I can't really describe that. But yeah, like, so this thing is powered, if you can see right there. And this is my Pokeball Station. So this is my corral chamber. So I keep some dinosaurs in here, and these are all Pokeballs essentially, and they have the power to basically last a whole month outside of the corral station in real time. These lights are powered. The fridges are actually powered. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. The downside is just how annoying it is to hide your wires because they're really big and ugly. But I think I did a decent job of hiding them here. So like, you can see them, like, it's running up my wall right here. And the thing is, it's not like you can place it anywhere. These wires, they basically have snap points. So, let me grab some just to show. So if you're good, you can kind of like place it everywhere, but then you have a problem with like having it attached to something else. But like, so I have my engine here, and I connected a cable to it. And then, as you can see, as I'm turning around, it just automatically, like, just flips around. That's it trying to connect to... You know, let me get to the greenhouse. It'll be easier to visualize that way. I could, yes, technically. It's just hard to position. In this game, positioning in construction is, like, the bane of any architect's existence. But yeah, right here you can see it only wants to snap to like the joints. So that's the main issue of this. But you can like kind of put like right here, even if it's still like trying to snap to certain areas. Like if I do this, it's gonna go through to the floor. So like you'll see it like half of it peek out. And then like let's see. We have the inclined version, which it's sloped. if you go with angles, you can actually you can definitely like alter the height and whatnot of things, which I've done for certain things. And then yeah, this piece right here is the cross section, which I use a lot because it's just easier to make it was no pun intended an electrical grid, as you can see with the cross section piece here. Honestly, I think that's all I can think of for now. Egg. I've actually been streaming for 3 hours. Look at that. Yeah, there was a stream I wanted to catch earlier, like at 9 p.m., aka 3 hours ago, and that was watch along with Sana and Crony doing with Interstellar. That's a movie I really wanted to watch, but I couldn't really find. I wanted to stream as well, so. Alright, I think, I'm a big fan of Crony. For one, I simp for, her artist and art design. I'm a big fan of, like, yeah, the characters that her artist creates, and, oh man, that voice is just smooth. Crony's voice is just smooth. Anyways, I think I'll call it here because I'm just flying around. The second you play a game and you start running around in circles because you don't know what to do, probably means you might be done for the session. But that's also a good thing if you just play a game just to run around in circles, because I think that means you enjoy it enough that you just kind of want to run around circles. And back in Guild Wars 1 and 2, when I had nothing to do, I would like just run around in circles for hours on end. But these, yeah, let me just shove these on my dinos. I want to have a clean inventory. That's just light. I have this pistol that I need to just put away already. There's a nice pistol right now. Usually they attack me on sight. Put this here. And by the way, anyone who plays on this server who happens to be watching, my small doors are unlocked, so if you want to explore around my base and kind of get an idea how to build yours or whatever, yeah, feel free to just check it out. I don't mind. And this dung beetles are once again buggy, or I might have lost connection because my keys are not working at the moment. Oh, there it goes. Fix these up. Where's my sword? There it is. And unfortunately, my inventory is a complete mess, by the way. Items are just scattered wherever the hell I found storage space for. QD store open. That's fine. That's locked. That's closed. And you definitely want to make sure your doors are closed and whatnot, because a random dinosaur could just spawn in while you're logged off. When you're logged off, your character stays in the game. And if you happen to be logged off in, there is a little bit of inventory sorting. It's not that great, and I don't think it works in storage spaces. Unfortunately, I don't know. This game's janky, dude. Like, it drives me. It's absolutely missing a lot of like things you'd think. Like, the chat system's completely like. The chat system is awful, for one. You can only use like chat to all. In fact, I'm surprised I haven't seen anyone say anything in a while. Usually when people log in, there's at least a train of people saying, "Hey, what's up?" and whatnot, but they haven't done that yet. But yeah, the chat system is really bad. Like inventory, yeah, it's like sort by weight, alphabetical, swirl timer, or unsort. So it's like, really? Alright, and so basically, when you log off, your character stays in the game. And
HLNA reporting for adventure.
if you happen to log off in a field, anyone can run up to you and grab your body, or a monster can attack your body that's unconscious. Well, the thing about Monster Hunter World, you have the stickers and quick chat system, so there's at least that. I think this game has one too, but like I just rarely see people use it. But again, I'm like basically a solo player in an online map because I only do ARK-itect stuff. But when you sleep in a bed, so oh yeah, this right here is like fast travel, but you drop all your items. If I wanted to, I could put all my items in a chest, then fast travel to my other base. My other base is marked temporary base, that yellow marker. I'm on the right side, where it says home base and me. That black marker is Kson's house. But anyways, yeah, you basically just lay down on your bed, and once you log out like this, your character is stuck to this bed, no one can move you, and you're safe to log out, essentially. And with that, I'll call tonight's stream. My back actually hurts, probably because bad posture. And, well, thank you so much for joining. Oh, wow! My game just crashed. It legit just crashed. Hold on. The Unreal Engine 4 shooter game has crashed and will close. Fatal error. Version 336.12. Unknown module. Unknown function. So on and so forth. Oh my goodness. Well, once again, thank you guys so much for joining. And I actually really want to do this, like going forward, just building up the space and do a couple more streams like this. Yeah, I'm glad you hung out. Pretty chill stream, and I'll catch you all around. That being said, those of you who watched, thank you so much. So young, especially, thank you, and y'all have a wonderful night. And I just is this working? Boop. All right. You have a good night.